All right, guys. So we've got someone else special that's coming up. We got a couple that's powerful and amazing. They're rock and rollers. They got tattoos all over them. They started their business in the basement of a bar. They were broke. They didn't have a lot going on, but they had a dream. They had a dream to be rock and rollers that actually made some money. Right? And they were fighting the forces of evil. So guys, I'm going to bring out one of the most powerful couples. They've got a baby, and they got a baby on the way. Let's hear it up to Toby and Layla Black.
Baby. You guys are awesome. Unstoppable.
Thanks, Mama. That was awesome, bro.
Woo!
Look at everyone. Hey, hey, hey. How we doing?
Freaked out.
Wave hello. Okay. Everybody get down. Everybody get on your seat. We only got 15 minutes here, and if anybody's seen us
blow
speak
your
before,
minds.
I don't do anything in 15 minutes, so we got to hurry this up here.
First of all, it is good to be back. Pony in my hand, eh? We just ran into David Wood backstage, and I said to him, it feels so good to be home.
To be home.
It's like, it's a good feeling.
But before we jump into this, are you guys feeling good? Give me a yes. I didn't believe it. Give me a yes. Whew. Okay, I think Beatrice just farted there, so we got through.
So it's been a while. Toby and I, we were traveling the world. We saw Dubai and some crazy places on the other side of this earth that I never thought I would see. Took a baby vacation to make this beautiful young lady that you see up here, Beatrice Black. So you've seen us maybe on videos. Maybe some of you guys never seen us before, and you're like, who are these tattooed freaks up on stage, making money, making babies?
Sometimes at the same time, you know.
Sometimes.
It's good for the creative juices.
So before we
get
get
your mind
started,
out the gutter. Oh my goodness.
I want to address all the live stream people out there. We have a special message for you. Special message. You will see beside you, right here, there's a button for you to get first access to some pretty incredible, amazing stuff. You've probably seen it. It's the blog. Who thinks the new blog is badass? So if you're watching at home, that button right there, do it now.
So it's pretty funny. Before I let Layla jump into any more of the content, about 5 years ago, we were at a hotel across the street. Now, if Beatrice decides to have a meltdown, they're just going to mute my microphone, so don't think there's anything going on. Beatrice just wants to talk. So about 5 years ago, when Layla and I had just moved down from up in Canada to Florida to help my parents out, we came to one of these, it wasn't on this scale, but we came to a crazy hotel meeting, and it was one of our first introductions to network marketing. How many people in here have done traditional network marketing? You know, the stuff that sucks, that no one actually wants to do, nothing like what we're doing here. Raise your hands, who's done traditional network marketing? So we went to this hotel meeting, and it was actually a training, and when we went there, we didn't know that it was going to be the training, the weekend, the day that was going to transform our lives. We didn't know it, but we believed it would happen. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Do you guys feel what I'm saying? Because we had come down from Canada. We had no money. Some people would say we had no business being in business. We were tattooed, drunk majority of the time, stoned majority of the time, 20-something-year-olds. So a lot of people would say we'd had no business being in business for ourselves, but we believed we were going to be successful. We didn't even really know what success looked like specifically, but we believed it. So we had no knowledge. No knowledge, baby. We had no knowledge, we had no experience, we had no money to invest, but we had the biggest mother effing thing backing us up than anybody in the world can have when they try and do anything new, and that's belief. And belief can cripple you, or belief can set you free, because some people in here right now are believing that they can't do it. And that's why you're not up here making all the money, having such a great time, blah, blah, blah. Because you're believing that you can't do it. Oh, I can't do it because I'm not young. I can't do it because I don't know how to blog. I can't do it X, Y, Z. But if you just believed that no matter what came across your path, you were going to be successful, you would be on stage in 90 days. Because it's all about belief.
Now, when they said that we were going to pour our hearts out, they meant it. I'm going to share something with you today that I've never shared, a part of my story that really 98% of the internet land doesn't know. And it's all about the life experiences that we've had. How can we use them? How can we harness that power? So I was getting ready to see all you amazing people and trying to figure out what to wear. Nothing fit. So
I had the same problem.
I'm looking in the mirror. And I don't know about men, but I know us ladies, we have these mean girls in our head, right? And we play this comparing game. And you've seen all the babies out in Powerland. And you've seen Tracy walk. You see her? Oh my God. Round of applause for how amazing she looks.
Mama don't play.
But for some reason, we go into our heads and we play the comparing game. And so I've gained some weight, it's baby weight, that's what we can say, right? And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm beating myself up and nothing's fitting. All my old dresses from, when I used to be a bikini model for like 2 months, none of them fit anymore. I just keep them in my closet, I don't know why.
I wear them on the weekend sometimes.
And I'm letting these voices in my head attack. Comparing myself to, the smoking hot bodies of Dee Varengi and Tracy Walker. And I come to this realization in this moment of despair, this moment of defeat, of, all the things that we say not to do, I'm doing them right in the mirror, straight to my face. And I have this moment of realization. And it's not so important what I realized. It's the fact that I realized it. And I want you to write that down in your notes right beside our cool face and that hilarious bio that Toby wrote in there, if you have the notebook for the VIP. Write this down. It's not what you realize. It's the fact that you realized. It's the fact that you had the awareness to catch yourself in that moment of defeat, of despair, when you're doing all the things that you think you shouldn't be doing, and you recognize it. And I realized that, I am just not a skinny pregnant person. I can't be. I wear my babies, and that's okay.
I wear my baby too, and your baby.
And that's okay. It's coming to terms with who we are. It doesn't matter what size dress I am. It doesn't matter how big my thighs are or if my tummy shows. It doesn't matter. And this is one of the first places where I truly recognize that. So I want you to look around you at all the people and how different they look, how we all look different. It's okay. I love being in a company where it doesn't matter what the heck you look like. I'm sick of those superficial, you gotta be beautiful, you gotta wear a suit, you gotta have a fancy purse, you gotta have high heels. Screw that. So I want to share with you, before that, if you didn't know, I think Rhonda gave it away, but we're having another baby.
Yay. We're multiplying quickly.
Multiplying.
She can't keep her hands off me. I don't know what it is.
And that actually brings me to my secret, to the part of my story, the part of my life experiences that I've kept locked away. And it's these moments where you can truly be vulnerable, where you can let the guard down, you can let the walls down, you can share with the world your true authentic self, who you were, where you came from, and be real about it. So most of you guys know the story of when Toby and I met and I broke his ankle. If you don't know that story, Google it, it's online somewhere.
She's making that up. She's making that up.
But there's a part that you don't know. And it's a part that signifies some pain for me. Not really the end result, because obviously it all turned out amazing.
Yes,
but
it
in that
did.
moment, there was pain. And so why do I hide it? That's one thing I want you to understand, is coming to these realizations, being aware, asking questions. Why didn't I want to tell anybody this part? Why did I keep it to myself? Why did I only tell half of the story? Because it was painful? Because I felt worthless in that moment? Because I was judged? Because I was criticized? Because it hurt? Has anyone ever felt like that? Has anyone ever experienced a time in your life like that that you don't talk about? Yes. So when I met Toby, here's the big deal. When I met Toby and I broke his ankle that first night, I was actually in a relationship with a woman for 5 years.
Yeah, guys, come on. For 5 years. Come on. Come on.
I had proclaimed myself.
You loved me before, and now. Cedric Harris, you in the house? Always be closing, my friend. Always be closing.
So, I know, it's kind of funny when you think about it now, but it was actually really difficult. I had come out of the closet to my whole family. They had just come around to accepting me and my relationship, and they had actually, my parents had just told their friends that I was a lesbian. And then I brought him home.
And then I come the total other end of the spectrum of lesbian, as far away from lesbian you can get, and that's me. And I'm like, hey. Talk about a pattern interrupt. Holy.
So I'm smiling. I'm smiling because I'm happy right now. But if I go to that moment and that time in my life where everyone that I had loved to that point, everyone I thought had loved me, basically turned their back on me. My friends that I had built this life with, I don't talk to one single one of them. For whatever reasons, probably their own. But they judged me, and they turned their back on me, and they didn't support me, and they walked away. So it's been something that I don't know why I kept it inside. Because maybe I thought people would judge me. I thought people would criticize me. And, you know, some of my best friends are lesbians out in the crowd. Ladies, you all rock. But it's these moments of really understanding where we came from and being okay with them judging me, okay with every single one of my friends turning their back on me and never speaking to me again. Because I made this decision for me. I followed my heart. I followed my gut. I knew what was right for me, and I did it. And I didn't care what the world said. I didn't care what my family said. I didn't care what people thought. I did it anyways. And it's these moments in our life that define us. Pony down. Pony down. It's these decisions where everyone else judges you and criticizes you and makes you feel worthless at moments where you stand tall for what you believe in. And sharing these moments, that's when it gets magical. That's when you really learn how to make money from your story, telling your story. If you just tell the surface story, you're not getting to the meat and potatoes. You gotta go under the surface. You gotta pull back the curtain, let down the wall, and be real.
And that's the thing, no matter, Beatrice just shit herself there when I said that. No matter if you're brand new, yes, I said shit on stage while holding my baby. No matter if you're brand new, you're someone that's been failing online for years or in a home-based business for years, there's one secret tool that you can utilize right now that can propel you into success. Do you guys want to know what it is? I think you already know what it is. Do you know what it is? It's your story. Why do you think in network marketing meetings, those somewhat sleazy and really uncomfortable meetings where you go and you like, it's 95% reps and 5% guests or not sometimes 99% reps, 1% guests. And then at the end of the network marketing meeting, they bring all of the new people that have had a little bit of success up to the front. We still do it. Why do we showcase the story? Because we understand that when a brand new person sees this average Joe, tattooed, can barely even speak English, holding a baby, if they can have success, I can do it too. And it bridges the gap from the, why do you think billion-dollar companies like Coca-Cola and all these different companies, they don't talk about how much product they ship, well, apart from McDonald's, but we won't talk about them. They won't talk about the numbers. Why, at Christmas time, do Coca-Cola have a commercial with Santa Claus telling a story to sell their product? Because it's not about the numbers. It's not about anything to do with the data. It's not about anything to do with that. It's about the story and the emotion that you transfer between your belief, transferring your belief on someone else's. And if you run out of this weekend with one freaking thing, make sure it be that you become passionate about telling your story. And believe me, when you cut the camera on and start to tell your story from the first time, you're going to suck at it, just like we all did. Actually, there's probably one person that's never sucked at it, and that's Cedric Harris, because he's just amazing at video. But we sucked at it too. Everybody that's good at video sucked at it at one point. But when you continue to tell your story over and over and over again, it becomes a habit, a successful habit. You get passionate about it, and then you can tell it nonstop. Now, our time is up.